Hello, in this tutorial I will show you how to create a weighted gradebook. To begin, please make sure your gradebook has been set to be a weighted gradebook. You can check this by going to the settings menu of the gradebook. Or, if your gradebook has been set to be weighted, you will see a weight column in your gradebook. When first creating your weighted gradebook, it's best practice to create your categories first. To create a category, go to the New button and select Category. From here, you'll be prompted to name your category and choose the weight for that category. Please keep in mind that a weighted gradebook is based off of 100%, so all of the categories you create must total 100%. For this example, my quizzes category will be worth 25% of the final grade. After setting the weight of my category, I can then choose how to use the distribution option. Here I have three choices. The first choice is to manually assign the weight of items in the category. This means when I create an item under this category, I will have to manually assign the weight for that item. The second option is to distribute weight by points across the items in the category. What this means is D2L will automatically distribute the weight of the items based off of the point value you give the item. So higher point value items will have a higher weight. Lower point value items will have a lower weight. The third option, distribute weight evenly across all items, will automatically adjust and distribute the weight depending on how many items you create in this category. By choosing this option, you also have the option of dropping the highest or lowest number of items. Because I know all of the items in my quizzes category will be worth the same number of points and the same value and weight, I will choose distribute weight evenly across the items. Next, you can click Save and Close to return to the Manage Grade screen, or Save and New to create another grade category. Again, name your category. Choose the weight, and choose your distribution option. Because my assignments will all be worth different point values and therefore hold different weights in this category, I'll choose distribute weights by points across all items in the category. Once I'm done setting up this category, I'll click Save and Close to return to the Managed Grade screen. From here, I can now see my two categories that I've created, quizzes and assignments. I can also see the weight of each of these categories. You will notice that I have a warning note across the top of my gradebook. This is to inform me that my gradebook does not equal 100% yet, and I'll need to do some work on it before it's a truly balanced weighted gradebook. To fix this problem, I'll quickly create a new category. Now that my categories total 100%, you'll notice that the warning is now gone. Next, I want to create grade items. To do this, go to New and Item. Here you'll be prompted to choose what type of grade item you wish to create. Numeric is the most commonly used. Here, I'll give my grade item a name. Next, I want to assign it a category. To do this, choose from the drop-down menu under Category. Quiz 1 will go in the Quizzes category. After assigning a category, scroll down to finish the settings. Under Grading, you will want to set the maximum point value for this assignment. Even though it is a weighted gradebook, you still must assign a point value to each item. This can be any value. If you remember, when I created the Quizzes category, I set this category for the distribution option that all items will be created with the same weight. That means this weight category has been locked out and I cannot change it. Because this is the first item I have created under quizzes, it's the only item. Therefore, it has a weight of 100%. You'll see as I create more items under this category, this weight number will change. Finish this item by choosing any of the other options you wish to apply. When you're done, click Save and Close to return to the Manage Grade screen, or Save and New to create a new grade item. I will choose to build a new item. Again, I'll choose numeric, and I'll create my quiz 2. Be sure to assign it a category. Set the maximum point value, and now you'll notice that my weight has dropped to 50, and that's because this is the second item in this category. When I'm done, I can click Save and Close. Here you can now see my gradebook is starting to fill out. I have my quizzes category, now with 2 quiz items. You'll also notice that my quiz items equal 100%. Not only do the categories have to add up to 100%, but each item within a category must also add up to 100%. Here is my completed weighted gradebook. Again, my categories, quizzes, assignments, and final essay all total to 100%. Additionally, the items within each of the categories also adds to 100%. In the assignments category, you can see that each of the assignments has a different point value. Because of the distribution option I chose, the weight of each of these items is distributed based off of the points given to the assignment. Finally, because my final exam is the only item in the final essay category, it is worth 100% of that category. You can find additional options for the gradebook under More Actions. Here you can delete, reorder, and see the event log of your gradebook. If you'd like to edit or change any of your categories or items, click the drop-down arrow and select Edit Grade Item. When it comes time to enter grades in a weighted gradebook, you have 2 options. From the Manage Grade screen, you can locate the item you wish to grade, click the drop-down arrow, and select Enter Grades. From the screen, you'll see a list of your students with a text box where you can enter the score for the student. Click Save to save your work, and Save and Close to finish. You can also enter scores from the Enter a Grade screen. To do this, you can either switch to Spreadsheet View and enter the scores directly into the spreadsheet, or again, click the drop-down arrow and grade all to be taken to a more simplified grading page. That concludes this tutorial on a weighted gradebook. Thanks for watching and happy grading!